Hello, are you looking forward to send your child to a regular school? Is your child looking forward to go to a regular school? What can you do so that your child looks forward to going to go to a regular school, and when the child goes to the school the child should have a lot of fun, enjoys, is happy and learns also. So how do you prepare the child for school? So that is school readiness. And I'm going to talk in this session about practical advice for parents before starting the school. So what can you do to help the child to be ready for school? The preparation starts 12 months before the first day of the school. And the preparation is in different areas. So let's start with the first, that is language. Think about the language level of the child. Go to the school, meet the teacher, the school teacher, and find out the curriculum, the syllabus for that particular class where your child is going to be seated in. Take that curriculum home, mark the vocabulary and the language which your child doesn't know, and work on that. This way you will be filling all the gaps in language and vocabulary before the child is sitting in that class, and the child will be at par with the language level of the peers and the classmates. That will help the child. Secondly, see that the language what you are using includes the language related to the school and the language related to the classroom. What is the language related to the school which you don't do in generally in your therapy sessions? Assembly, announcement, PT, school ground, sports day. All these are school related language vocabularies which your child should know. And which are the vocabularies classroom related? For example, bench, blackboard, chalk, whiteboard, front bench, last desk. All these FM system if you are using, these are all classroom vocabulary which the child should know. Also, you are a model, a language role model for your child. So remember that you speak in full sentences and clearly so that the child follows you and speaks in full sentences and clearly. The second area you will work on is independence. The child should be independent before the child starts school. Independent in every respect, to take care of himself or herself and his or her needs also. For example, your child should be able to dress up herself, take bath herself, brush teeth herself, pack the bag herself, eat food by herself, and also look after the device by herself. The child should be able to put on the shoes by herself. And when we are talking about the language related to that, the child should know how to say and express needs related to independence. I can't find my shoes. I can't find my bag. The child should be able to express the needs independently and verbally. Teach the child to be able to say, I'm hungry, I'm sleepy, I'm tired, I'm feeling sick, I can't find my book, I forgot my tiffin. All these related languages the child should be able to do, which will help the child to be independent. Also, the child should know about the device. What is the name of the device? What is the brand of the device? What is the model of the device? When we are talking about the device, the child should have self-advocacy skills also. In self-advocacy skills, your child should be able to know what device the child is wearing. Why is that he or she is wearing that device? What is the function of the device? So, if somebody asks the question, what are you wearing? What is this? The child should be able to explain the function, the need, and the child should be able to tell the child, other peer or the child who's asking the question, if you can't see properly, you're using specs. I can't see hear properly, so I'm using this device. It's like my ears. It makes me listen to you clearly. Like this, the child should be able to explain. Also, the child should have strategies, communication strategies and self-advocacy. For example, in the class, the child should be able to raise her hand and say to the teacher, please repeat that sentence. I missed the last word. Please speak a little loud. Please change my seat. It's too noisy over here. So the child has to stand for herself and express the needs so that others can help the child to hear better. In another area where your child needs to learn skills is social skills. So see that your child is mixing with other children, playing with other children before you send the child to regular school. It will be a good idea to put the child in a preschool groups where the child learns discipline, mannerism, sitting, the related language like may I, please, all social language, sorry, I can't, will you please help me, all this language the child should be able to use meaningfully before you put the child in a regular school. You can even do a lot of role play, that if you become the other peer or the teacher and ask the question and see that the child knows how to handle the situation. Also work on daily living skills. What are the daily living skills? The child has to be independent. The child has to be self-confidence. Child should not feel that he or she is handicapped or wearing something which others are not wearing. The child should have confidence to talk to any stranger, to other children, play with other children, make new friends, and when your guests come home, the child should be able to greet them, talk to them, converse with them. You have to push the child politely in that respect and help the child to learn to socialize so that the child, when goes to the school, will not feel out of the place. Also, when we are talking about this, the child has to learn a lot of other skills like attention, auditory memory, sequencing. That has to be established before the child is put in a regular school. For example, when you want to develop the auditory memory and auditory sequence, you can tell the child, come with me, I'm going to the bank to withdraw some cash. Then I will go to the market, I will buy some bread, butter and eggs. Then I will buy some fruits and come home. On the way, I'll stop and get pizza for you. Now the child has to remember all that. And when you go out, you say, now where do I go? I forgot. Where do I go next? And let's see if the child remembers all the sequence. If the child can't remember 4, 5 sentences, then go back to 3, 2, slowly increase the auditory memory, slowly increase the sequencing, and slowly increase the length of the sentences, which is called MLU, mean length utterance. If you do all this, this will help the child to be very happy to go to school and will be very happy and enjoying and learn also. Try this out and let me know what are your comments, what is your concern, and we will talk about it. Thank you.